Hi Capricorns, this is your January 2022 general card reading. May or may not resonate with everyone. Hopefully it does. If not, you can always reach out to me. My email is lucy'starot@gmail.com. Okay, yes, I've been out of the loop for a while. It's been about over a year since I posted, so I apologize. But I did feel called to come back on, especially for the new year. January 2022, so, or just in general 2022, the year 2022 breaks down to 222. It's supposed to be a good year for numerology. Also for, like, it's actually an angel number, which means like keep the faith, everything is going as planned, all is well. So yeah, so I mean, not to say that 2022 might not have its ups and downs, but I kind of feel I'm hoping it's going to be a positive one overall, because the last year and a half has been it's been crazy for some, busy for some, or both crazy and busy. That's been I can't complain because I can't complain because so far all has been well for me, but yeah, it's been crazy and busy. So okay, so I just wanted to jump right in to your card reading. So right off the bat, okay, usually I go one by one on these cards, but right off the bat, like when the making the new friends card came up along with assertiveness, like, to me that screams, okay, there's something maybe that you have to be like stick up yourself for or speak up about when it comes to friends. I don't know why, I just get that vibe. You know what I mean? Like, but we'll get into that too. Like, sometimes we and maybe you need to make new friends. Who knows? Maybe you need to clear out some of the old ones or something. I don't know. Or maybe you will be making new friends in your future. So, but yeah, assertiveness. Something, Capricorns, listen, I'm a Capricorn, so I know how you guys are. You know what I mean? Like, we sometimes tend to keep things to ourselves, or like, we don't speak up right away. We keep our feelings to ourselves. So even if something bothers us, or you don't like something, sometimes we might not say it right away if it pertains to somebody that's close to us, like family member or friend or something like that. Like, other times we'll be very blunt and say things right off the bat, but then sometimes when it's people that are close to us, sometimes we're like, like, don't say things right away and keep things bottled up. That's the problem. And then forget it. You bottle up too much, and then it just comes like exploding out. I know, because I've done that before. Not in a bad way. Just like, you kind of like, okay, I'm had enough. I need to say what I gotta say, type of thing. Okay, so let me start with the first card. Let me go back to the first card, which is Smile Sunflower. Such a pretty card. Usually I always mention the card decks, but I might just like start writing them in the notes, just to make it quicker. But this one is the Flower Therapy Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves. They have just like flowers, pretty much flowers and plants on them. Or actually, no, most they're all flowers. Actually, what am I talking about? But anyway, so it says, simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. So I think Libra also got this card this month. Here's the thing. I've noticed, well, especially Capricorns, everybody thinks that like we're like so serious, that we're like so like sometimes people think that we're stuck up, like, but we could be like serious on the outside, but then deep, but when, I don't know, on the inside we could be, I don't know, fine. You know what I mean? Like, we're not even thinking anything. We just give off that look sometimes, or that vibe or something, but I don't know. And it's so funny because sometimes not to be talking all about me, but I'm just giving an example. I like to give examples and stuff like that. Sometimes I surprise people with my sense of humor. Like, they don't realize, oh, okay, like, like, they see, like, I'm a mature person, sometimes I look serious, like, whatever. But then sometimes, like, yeah, my witty sense of humor, it catches them off guard. But anyway, so, smiling. Yeah, definitely, like, especially if you have a nice smile. And I know nowadays they say, okay, like, especially when it comes, like, the men saying it to women or something, like, people don't want to be told, like, women don't want to be told by people, oh, smile, type of thing. So this is more of like a personal note to keep in mind for yourself, you know what I mean? But as far as like, okay, like, remind yourself to smile, because I've noticed a difference too. Also, like when I'm smiling versus when I'm not smiling, and whether it's in pictures or in person, and especially in person when you're around other people, then it's kind of like almost like kind of like, I hate the word, use the word contagious, but you know what I mean? Like, if you, like, greet somebody and you're smiling and you're all, like, you give off, like, a happy vibe, then it kind of, like, sometimes it might put somebody else in a good mood, too, or just, you'll get them to say hello and be cordial and all that stuff, too. So it's kind of like, I don't know, a smile goes a long way. That's what just popped into my head. I don't know why. But yeah, like, and especially too, because if us Capricorns don't smile, then people think that we're so, like, serious, or we're judging them, or we're stuck up, or something else like that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm having a little fun with this reading because I'm talking to my fellow Capricorns. So anyway, so yes, us Capricorns, this month, remind ourselves to smile, especially since sometimes we can look at, like, the negative side of things. Like, everything could be going right, but then there's, like, one thing that still is not going right, and then we'll focus on that one thing versus all the good things that are going for us. You know what I mean? So that's sometimes a Capricorn trait too. So sometimes I have to remind myself too, like, okay, listen, like, maybe this isn't, completed yet or taken care of yet, but, like, all these other things are going fine. So, look at the bright side of things, and smile. Okay, so making new friends is the second card. That's from one of the fairy decks from Doreen Virtue also. So making new friends. Your circle of friends and acquaintances is shifting to a higher frequency. Old friends may part ways, and new people are entering your life. Your changing interests and priorities have made a ripple effect throughout your entire life. As your thoughts and emotions center on more spiritually natured topics, you are now attracting like-minded people into your life. You may find that you aren't as drawn to your old friends, or that you don't share any common interests. Oh, that's the worst. Like, don't be like, if you guys are just hanging out just to hang out, like, oh, just because to go out and drink or whatever, like, and you guys don't really even have, like, any kind of connection or things in common, then it's like, oh, like, what's the point? What is the point? Is this like, I don't know. But anyway, that's my opinion. But anyway, the fairies ask you not to worry about these natural shifts in your life. You aren't rejecting or judging your old friends. You're just making room for growth and acknowledging the universal law of attraction. People who are like-minded are naturally drawn to one another. Know that you deserve wonderful friends who inspire, support, understand, and compliment you. Definitely compliment you. Keep that last part in mind. You know what I mean? Because sometimes there's nothing wrong. Opposites attract too. But sometimes if they're, like, completely, I don't know, if we don't have anything in common with them, like, say if you're, like, really down to earth and humble, and, like, the people, like, this is based on my experience too, like having friends that are superficial and fake or phony or, untrustworthy or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's, like, kind of, yeah, you guys aren't a match. You guys are not like-minded, put it that way, And I actually had to let a few people go in the past over the years. I like that. Like, it's just like that we're not good for me, put it that way, So, the affirmation for that is, I am grateful for my wonderfully supportive and loving friends. Oh, that's the other thing too. Sometimes people are, like, all about them. So, like, they're thinking, okay, well, what can I get out of this friendship, or what they want out of this friendship, versus, like, having a mutual kind of friendship of, like, giving and receiving and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, a friendship is supposed to be, like, mutually satisfying as far as, like, you know what I mean? Being supportive, loving, giving to each other. Not like, oh, whatever, I'm doing this for you so that I can get this out of you. Kind of thing. That's what I just popped into my mind. Don't ask me why. Anyway, the last card. Sorry, I'm very talkative tonight. Assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. I'm telling you, I think this ties in with your friends card, because sometimes friends be trying to get you to do stuff, or, oh, let's go out, or let's do this, and all this other stuff, or whatever, or trying to tell you what they think is best for you or what to do, you know, but you should really listen to your intuition. That's number one. Okay, so one reason why the fairies are so happy is because they're assertive with each other. This is another fairy from another fairy card deck by Doreen Virtue. This trait is very different from aggression, which denies the rights of others. Assertiveness, in contrast, honors everyone's rights, including your own. Assertive people are easy to get along with because they always know where you stand with them. Your current situation calls for you to be assertive, speak your truth with love, and let go of unhealthy old communication habits. Yeah, assertive, not aggressive. So don't be like up in somebody's face, like arguing with them or wanting to punch them out or something like that, you know? No, I'm just playing. Okay, so additional meanings for this card: read books or take class on assertiveness, or don't do anything out of guilt or obligation. Yeah, actually, I gotta stop right there because Capricorns, and even, oh gosh, like I even had like a close family member that they weren't a Capricorn, but they had moon in Capricorn, and they had the same issue too, as far as like sometimes we do things out of guilt or obligation, especially to people that are close to us, like family or friends. So if it's something that you don't want to do, that's actually another additional meaning, is say no to this request. If it's something that you don't feel comfortable doing, then just don't do it. Like, don't just go along with it just because somebody wants you to do it. Like, pretty much forcing your hand to do something, whatever. Or a meaning could be a good role model for others by practicing this trait, or be true to yourself and your values. So it's one of those that, I mean, everybody. Keep in mind, this is a general card reading, so there's millions of Capricorns around. It's not going to pertain to everybody. It may or may not resonate. And if I didn't say this earlier, keep in mind this is for entertainment purposes only. All the readings are, but it's also like a good way for me to give advice to people. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully it resonated with you. If not, you can always reach out to me. My email is lucystarot@gmail.com. And Happy New Year, and have a great January. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.